Welcome to the Wausau East Gymnasium. We've got a boys and girls high school basketball doubleheader for you tonight on Zaleski Sports. Ladies first, as DC Everest gets ready to take on Wausau East. Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Conley. Our pregame shoot-around is brought to you by Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty and free roadside assistance at Auto Select. You're good to go. Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. Well, both of these teams have not had a lot of success in recent years. My sense of things is that Wausau East is better than a year ago, and the Everest girls, their 2 games so far this week, have both been clunkers, so they've got to get back on track. Maybe the biggest difference in the game is that for Wausau East, the points seem to be coming easier this season. The Wausau East opened their conference schedule with a loss to Stevens Point, but they put 73 points on the board. Now granted, Spash got into the 80s and got the win. But this DC Everest team, their last 2 games against Mosinee and against Wisconsin Rapids have been in the 20s. And it's just hard to win games when you don't score enough points. What I think will make this interesting is that probably at the beginning of the season, both teams circled this one on the calendar as one they could win. Wausau East comes in with a 3-4 record. I got to see one of their wins earlier this year. They played over at the Girls Basketball Invitational and got a win over Wausau Newman. Hard-fought back-and-forth game. The Evergreens are 1-4. Their win this year is over Rhinelander. Boys basketball to follow. What'll be interesting about that is that Wausau East is off to a 5-0 start for the first time in forever. But they've built that record against easier teams. I think the DC Everest boys, again, game 2 around 8 o'clock tonight, is going to be a step up in competition for these Lumberjacks, probably the toughest opponent they've faced on this young season. So see if the wins keep on coming for Wausau East when they're playing a better team. Wausau East has not swept one of these boys and girls basketball doubleheaders in forever. And we play these twice a year. Later on, when we're over at the Everest Fieldhouse, that'll also be a boys and girls basketball doubleheader, but that's later in the season, so these teams will meet again in January. We will meet the starting lineups, our national anthem, and then basketball will be underway. First of 2 for a Friday night, DC Everest and Wausau East girls basketball when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Welcome back to the East Fieldhouse. Teams are done with their shoot-arounds and are in front of their respective benches. The Evergreens will wear their road black with green trim and white numerals. Wausau East in the home white, black numbers this year, and red trim. Our Wausau East pep band, heavy on the percussion this year. In fact, one of the student musicians, he's wearing full-cupped headphones. Fill up the East Fieldhouse with sound. On a note of personal privilege, many years ago when I first came to Wausau to do games, My very first high school game here in central Wisconsin was right here in this box. My radio colleague Tom King was out of town that day. I did a DC Everest Wausau East boys playoff game. Had a lot of fun doing it. If memory serves, East built a double-digit lead and then gave it back, and the Evergreens won a tight one down the stretch. Positive memories. Teams will line up across the volleyball lines. We'll start with our sportsmanship announcement, then we'll turn things over to our student musicians for the national anthem. First, a word or two about the restrooms and the concession stands. Not to be used simultaneously. And now the Wausau East Pep Band and the Star-Spangled Banner. This is a beautiful field house. I mean, really, it's too new to talk about closing the school down, right? It looks like Wausau East will stay open by the narrowest of votes from Wausau's school board. All the lumberjack sports traditions will continue instead of being combined with Wausau East and Wausau West. Evergreen starting five being introduced now. Here comes junior Kelsey Woolley, senior Brianna Cook, Kirsten Hall coming out for the Evergreens, a junior. Everest fabulous freshman McKenna Bullis. And senior Megan Zemke. I see McKenna's already got the moves for pregame announcements. The Wausau East Lumberjacks have more seniors than in past years too, so it's a more experienced team. Claire Cushman being introduced, senior. Grayson Berger is also a senior. Olivia Schoenemann is also a senior. There's Sydney Crawford, a senior, followed by Ollie Liss-Gravemaid. 5 seniors to start for Wausau East. So down to the parquet floor, which gives the place a nice, distinct look. We're brought to you by Nicolet Bank, offering personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Learn more online at nicoletbank.com. If you're going to be looking in for both games, well, we always encourage that here at Zaleski Sports. Our second game, our boys basketball game, you'll find that under a separate window. It's not one long broadcast. We break the games up into 2 for easier viewing. Megan Zemke with the iron leg meets in the center for DC Everest. She'll jump against Olivia Schoenemann. Whistle sounds. Let's light this candle. We're underway. Ball is tipped into the backcourt. Save there, and Wausau East will have the first possession. Liz Gravemaid brings it up to the front court. East to the wing, in the paint, off the back iron, no good. Kirsten Hall makes sure it's a one-and-done trip down the floor for the Evergreens. East comes out man-to-man defense. Hall gets it back. Kelsey Woolley on the wing. Entry pass inside, tried to set up Zemke, goes back out. Hall thought about the three, instead drives in, runner blocked, clean block. Liz Gravemaid coming back the other way, makes an extra pass, and her teammates doubled up in there. Fighting through, there's a bailout foul. Claire Cushman was going to be in trouble and was likely to turn that ball over. Instead, a foul on Brianna Cook of the Evergreens. And free throws are coming up. We are sponsored by S.C. Swiderski. At S.C. Swiderski Apartment or Home is where you want to live, work, and play throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to S.C. Swiderski. They'll make you feel right at home. First free throw, almost missed everything. Cushman's got one more. 1-0, Lady Lumberjacks. Wausau East picks up at half court. Not sure what the thinking is with that. The Evergreens have had trouble against the press all season. Woolley on the wing. Tried to get that to Brianna Cook, who was the cutter there. Back out. Hall thinks about the three. Played her a little soft. Woolley will pop the three from the other side. Good! Evergreens have an early lead. Kelsey Woolley gets the three to go down 3-1. See if Wausau East has an answer. A lot of dribbling here. Extra pass. There's room on the weak side, but it's a miss. Back out to Cushman. Now Berger from the corner. Cushman pops a three. She's fouled. No, she traveled. It's a turnover. Shuffled her feet before getting the shot off. We're early, 3-1 Everest, and there's a bad pass. Everest's first turnover. Good hustle on defense. Everest player, though, got the ball but stepped out of bounds. So Kirsten Hall gives it right back to East. Three off the inbounds. Good for Ollie Liz Gravemaid. Lead change, 4-3. Hall is up high. Thought about that three, but she's a step behind the arc. Finds the cutter going to the rim, off the back bracket, a miss for McKenna Bullis. Out of bounds and over to Wausau East. McKenna's just a freshman. You got to figure as she gets bigger and stronger, more experienced, she'll finish that at the rim. Looking to drive in. Grayson Berger got a whistle. There's a travel. First substitutions of the game. Tally Schuldwein will come in. And Geneva Mickling. Evergreens, there's Bullis, lost the handle. Back the other way, underneath the rim, no good. So points for both teams, hard to come by. Bullis is trying to dribble out of the double team, and a timeout's going to be called here. McKenna Bullis was trapped along the baseline. The Evergreens want to save the possession, so they'll call a timeout. We'll take one, too. It's early, 15 to go until halftime, and East leads Everest 4-3. This is girls basketball on Zaleski Sports.
It's simple, but true. Time is money. At Sherrill Tire and Service, we have over 20 mobile service trucks to get you rolling and growing again. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers, your locally owned farm tire dealer.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
We're back at the East Fieldhouse. I'm Chris Conley. Girls basketball starting us off. A boys basketball game to follow around 8 o'clock. Close so far and 2 lead changes. A 3 out of the timeout, missed everything. Kirsten Hall. Nothing there, and East gets the ball back. It's going to be what? East's 4th possession with a chance to build on this 1-point lead. Turned it over twice. Missed underneath. Entry pass to Mickling. Double teamed and goes back out. Tally Scheidwind. One of the players who just came in. Cushman gives it off to Sidney Crawford. Crawford, 3, high, arcing, back-to-back misses of everything. Saved along the baseline. That's a hustle play to get the ball back to East. Hustle from Claire Cushman. In traffic, tough one, and it goes down for Tally Scheidwind. A lot of traffic there in the paint. Off the glass and in. 6-3 East. Grayson Berger, one of the East starters, ready to come back in on the next stoppage, and the Evergreens obliged by turning it over. Liz Gravemaid comes out. To the wing, left open. The 3 is too strong. Tapped around, Bullis battling for it and tipped it over to Kelsey Woolley. Long pass ahead. This is Hall. East is back on defense. Brianna Cook. Bullis now surveys. Ball handles. Well, I think maybe her wrist was hit there. No whistle. And got a foul after the turnover. Alyssa Shimoleski is going to come in for the Evergreens. Brianna Cook is called for her 2nd personal foul and the team's 2nd. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction's been partnering with public and private customers since 1984. They have their own fabrication and service department to assist with any municipal or industrial situation. Staub Construction, 100% employee owned. Initial miss, rebound from Claire Cushman, and off the bench, she's got mop-up points. 8-3. Everest girls have been stuck on 3 for a while here. Woolley up high. Picks up her dribble, almost turned over. Saved by Shimoleski. Shimoleski's got it back. Shimoleski down low, and we've got a push along the baseline. Yeah, Megan Zemke was operating in tight quarters there. Ali Lisk-Graveman called for her first. Non-shooting. Evergreens will inbound underneath their own basket. Bad pass on the inbounds. Evergreen's 5th turnover. And we're just under 13 to play until halftime. Scheidwind drives in, left it short, but got her own rebound. No box out there from Zemke. Back out for a 3, no good. Ball's loose in the corner. Evergreens secure it. Megan Zemke gathers it in. Evergreen's long pass ahead to Hall. It's too long and out of bounds. Right idea, needed a better pass there. East with a substitution. Olivia Schundman comes back in. Taking over for Sidney Crawford. Senior for senior. Over the top, tough look. Kind of got caught underneath the basket. This is going to be a reach-in, a loose ball foul on the Lumberjacks. Olivia Schoenman's going to be called. Her first and only the team's second. Let's thank our game day sponsors for today's basketball coverage, Era Pancakes and the Jamie Schley American Family Insurance Agency. McKenna Bullis' time on the bench was brief. She comes in for Kelsey Woolley. The scoring drought is going on 4 minutes for the Evergreens. Picked up the dribble, double team comes, so someone should be open. Thinking about that three was Shimoleski and pulls it back down. Back out, Hall. Not a lot of separation there. Hall gets it back. Hall was looking to fit that into a tight spot to Zemke, and it gets knocked away. Just not a lot of room to get that pass in there. Three for East, flung towards the basket. Cushman too strong. Ball's loose. This is going to be a jump ball. Arrow points to the Evergreens. Ag Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned cooperative offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Loans and leases, crop insurance, tax, and records, they have you covered. Contact Ag Country, Stevens Point, Wausau, Medford, and Marshfield. Open for a three. It's good! Evergreens needed that. It had been a while. Kirsten Hall finds the bottom of the cords. So while the Evergreens have not been playing particularly well, East has not really built any kind of lead here. On the drive to the basket, good. That's Claire Cushman, who now leads all scorers with 5. Bullis to the rim. A lot of contact, no whistle. And unable to secure it underneath is Zemke. East comes away with the ball. Driving along the baseline, got a foul before the shot. Before Olivia Schoenman made her move to the rim. Fouled by Megan Zemke. Her first, team's third. East will inbound underneath their own rim. To the corner. Tried that entry pass. It's off the Everest defender. It is off Zemke. East will keep the ball. Grayson Berger will trigger this in. And promptly threw it out of bounds. It's an unforced error for sure. McKenna Bullis brings the ball up. Brianna Cook, one of the Everest starters, will come back in on the next stoppage. She's waiting at the scorer's table. McKenna Bullis bumped around there. Wow. I guess she traveled before that bump came. McKenna Bullis is finding things pretty physical underneath right now. Wausau East just subbed in 3 new players. Among them, Sydney Crawford, Ali Gravemaid, a starter who's come back in now. Got a whistle. This is a foul. Offensive foul. They're going to call the elbow. Yep. Created separation by putting that elbow out. Liz Gravemaid is called for her second foul, team's third. Three ball. You could tell that was off the moment that it came out of Alyssa Shimoleski's hands. Thrown off the Everest defender. East is going to keep possession. Join the team at Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau. You'll work at a state-of-the-art facility, excellent benefits, pay, culture, and much more. Join a growing company that can get your career on the right path at Great Lakes Cheese. Learn more and apply at greatlakescheese.com. Three, quick release, too quick, missed everything. Sidney Crawford, but East hustles and gets it back out. Another three, high arcing, missing everything, and on the weak side, Ali Lisgrave made. They got a three-look basket, look at the rim down that floor. 12-6. Long two, too strong. Battling for the rebound for the Evergreens, Kirsten Hall couldn't grab it. East has the Evergreens doubled up right now. Entry pass down low, inside position, basket and a foul. So East is opening up on the Evergreens. Geneva Mickling has just scored and gets a free throw too. Foul is on Kelsey Woolley of the Evergreens, her first of the team's fourth. Megan Zemke comes back in. Alyssa Shimoleski is out. Free throw, line drive, good. East now by 9. And the Evergreens have given themselves a hole to dig out of. Cut off at the foul line. It's up to Bullis again. Bullis picked up her dribble. She's fouled. A couple of times that call has not come, and McKenna's been called for traveling. That time the bump was a little more obvious. Claire Cushman is called for the foul, her first, team's fourth. Not close to the bonus here in these middle stages right now. Team fouls are 4 aside. Woolley's got it for the Evergreens. It's another game where the baskets have been hard to come by for the Evergreens. There's 6 points, 2 threes, and that's it. It's Brianna Cook. Foul line extended, friendly roll, and Brianna Cook gets the Evergreens to 8. Outside three, Schaldwein too strong. Long rebound comes out to Hall for the Evergreens. Woolley back out. 3 ball high, arcing, good for McKenna Bullis. Bullis was left alone, got it to go down for her first bucket of the night. 15-11. And East wants a timeout. Evergreens have scored the last 5. We'll take 1 too. Just under 8 minutes to go in the first half. East by 4 on Zaleski Sports.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA.
For me, for Green Heck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Green Heck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here.
I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. Our future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
Welcome back. I'll tell you what's nice to see about Wausau East. There's just more talent. Like, the program has grown compared to recent years. Just year after year, the East girls basketball program was not good. They've got more seniors this year, and the team is playing better. They lead Everest by 4, and they have the ball out of the timeout. A win here brings them to 500 for the season. Mid-December, East at 500. It's been unheard of in recent years. Bumped there, no call. Missing is Sidney Crawford. Back on the other end, another look out of bounds to the Evergreens. East has been doing a little better rebounding, too. Jason Berger comes in. Ali Lisk-Gravemaid is out. Hall picked up her dribble, now to Bullis. Bullis, nice pass, right idea, just kind of led her teammate a little bit too far off the hands of Brianna Cook. It's a 9th turnover for the Evergreens. 3 ball the other way, too strong, loose on the floor. Evergreens come away with it. Brianna Cook getting down for that. Bullis bumped into, no call there. Back out for a 3, yeah, you don't want the call. Kelsey Wooley's just hit a 3, it's a 1-point game now. Saying that was inadvertent, and that's going to be a foul there. Claire Cushman extended her elbow and hit McKenna Bullis right in the chops. Cushman is called for her second. No call in McKenna's neighborhood before the 3, but not while walking it up the floor. Yeah, you can't be setting a pick or a screen in the backcourt and have your elbow out like that. That's a pretty obvious call. Evergreens can take a lead if they come away with points this trip down. Zemke, almost traveled, gets the ball back. Kirsten Hall. Leaves it over for Brianna Cook. It's going to be a reach-in foul. Grayson Berger called for that. Last foul to give for the Lumberjacks. Everest goes into the bonus for the remaining 6.5 in this first half. And the East lead trimmed down to 1, and the Evergreens have the ball. Want to get a good look at the basket here. Open 2 for Bullis, missed everything. That's the shot you want to take. All right, it was inaccurate, but if you're left that open, pop that shot for sure. 3 the other way, round and out. Up goes Hall. This is a reach-in foul. Hall, now they're going to call a jump ball. Oh. I thought we were going to go down the other way for free throws. Instead, on alternating possession, East will keep possession. Inbounded to the corner. Tally Shoudwine back out. Crawford thought about that shot from the three-point arc. Passes down low at the feet of Berger, who gathers it in. Berger to the rim. Wow, Kirsten Hall was involved the last sequence. No whistle there, a jump ball, but Hall's going to get called for a foul this time. Hall's first, team's 5th. And they're going to say this is a shooting foul. Okay. First free throw, no good. Grayson Berger takes her second of 2. Missed them both. Ball is loose. Evergreens have the rebound. Hall that time. East is only 2 of 5. To the baseline, turned over. Well, you know what? Our officials are huddling up, and they're changing it. I like that. Got it right. I think so. Evergreens will keep the ball and will inbound underneath. Woolley to put it in. To the corner, Brianna Cook. Cook, this would tie us. Yes, tie game. No, beg your pardon. The Evergreens take the lead. Cook with her second basket. That's because of the 2 free throw misses down at the other end. Third lead change of the evening, driving to the basket, and there's a 4th lead change. Sydney Crawford drives in and scores. 3, missed everything. Loose along the baseline and unable to save it is Megan Zemke. Evergreens, for the first time tonight, have full court pressure on. See how East handles this. Ball is loose. That's off the Everest defender. That's off Kelsey Woolley. Do I see tomorrow we have Marathon Cup hockey? Yes, we do. Championship and consolation games will be in Mosinee. The Evergreens will take on the East Merrill co-op team. Then hosting this year, Mosinee. It's over at Mosinee's place because of all the construction at DC Everest for the new field house. The Wausau West and Mosinee in the championship game. East is going to inbound underneath their own basket. Lady Lumberjacks by a point and the ball. Claire Cushman comes back in for Tally Chandwind. Five minutes to go until halftime, and there's another chance for the Evergreens to take the lead back. Evergreens had the lead for one trip up the floor at 16-15. Then East immediately answered and took back the 1-point lead that the Lady Lumberjacks enjoy now. Down low, Zemke was doubled up. Hall thought about popping that three. Instead, Evergreens will reset. Cook back to Hall. Working the give and go. A bump along the baseline. Yeah, now they're going to call it travel. My goodness. That's happened to the Evergreens a couple of times tonight, that the bump and the travel have happened at the same time. It's the bump that's causing the travel, and the Evergreens are not getting that call. Entry pass down low. That's a nice play. Olivia Schoenman's first points of the night. 19-16. Claire Cushman gets the assist. Evergreens in danger of turning this ball over again. It's going to be a jump ball. Arrow points to the Evergreens. Evergreens are putting Alyssa Shimoleski back in. Brianna Cook will come out. Kelsey Woolley to inbound underneath the Evergreens' own basket. Into Bullis. Up high. Shimoleski short at the rim. Evergreens get the tapped back rebound. McKenna Bullis tracks it down. It's off one of the East defenders. Evergreens will keep it down by 3. We're sponsored by the Rural Virtual Academy, an online tuition-free public school serving pre-K through high school in Wisconsin. RVA strives to offer faith to foster friendships among students. Learn more at ruralvirtual.org. That's ruralvirtual.org. Ball's tied up again, and the arrow points to the Lady Lumberjacks. Wausau East has the ball and a 3-point lead. They want a timeout. We'll be back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Welcome back. East has the ball and a 3-point lead. Basketball tonight brought to you by Culligan Water. Get Culligan Water for $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water. That's CulliganH2O.com. CulliganH2O.com. Almost turned over, knocked away. Yeah, it is turned over. The Evergreens will get the ball here. East's 5th turnover of the half against 11 for Everest. Kelsey Woolley against man-to-man defense. Woolley's got her dribble. Evergreens in traffic. Bullis, extra pass into traffic. Evergreens still have it. Hall pops the 3 high. Good! Kirsten Hall. 2 hits from behind the arc, and it's a 19-19 game. An answer from the other side. Good for Ollie Liss Gravemaid, who now has 8. A little frustrating for the Evergreens. Fight hard to battle back for a tie. Driving in, got a whistle, travel. Evergreens have turned it over. Brianna Cook is coming back in for Everest. Shimoleski out. Cook in. Turned over. Evergreens looking for points in transition. Instead, Hall backs it back out and almost threw it to the backcourt. Brianna Cook had to track it down. Cook picks up her dribble. Gets it over to Hall. 2.5 to go. Hall drives in. She's bumped as she started that move to the free throw line. Yeah, this is going to be a 1-and-1 for the Evergreens. Claire Cushman's just been called for her 3rd foul. So that's the first starter in foul trouble for either side. It's live on a miss. And it's a make. Hall now has 7 to lead the Evergreens and will get the bonus. A 1-point game as we come down the stretch of the first half. Along the baseline, every time the Evergreens get close, it seems like Wausau East gets a quick answer. That's Sydney Crawford's basket. The Evergreens have sure had to work harder in their offensive half of the floor tonight. Cook drives in, blocking foul. Brianna Cook's going to shoot the 1-and-1 now. We go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. The foul is the 2nd on Ollie Liss Gravemaid. Brianna Cook makes the first free throw. Got them both. The Evergreens tonight are 4 for 4 from the foul line. Back to a 1-point game. Under 2 minutes to play until halftime. From the wing, a 3, round and out, no good. Too strong for Sydney Crawford. Zemke gets the rebound for the Evergreens. Hall till us now splits defenders. A blocking foul. McKenna Bullis going to get the 1-and-1 here. That's the 3rd foul on Ollie Liss Gravemaid. So 2 starters for East now have 3 fouls. Nyasa Herrick in for almost. Evergreens have some defensive players back. Reach in, foul. The Evergreens still are not over the limit for team fouls, so this is non-shooting. Although Brianna Cook has just picked up her 3rd personal foul. Team 6th. She will come out. Clara Pyatt comes in. Tally Schildwine handles, had Woolley on her. 1 minute to play in the first half. Out of bounds. This is going to stay. No, they're going to give the ball to the Lumberjacks. I saw that coming back the other way. Everest bench wants that outside official to get involved, and he's not going to overrule the other member of the officiating crew who is closer to it. 1-and-1 coming up as the Evergreens have committed a foul. Clara Pyatt called for the foul. 1-and-1 coming up here. Tally Schildwine to take it. Missed. Live on a miss, and East comes away with the ball stripped out of bounds to East. Well, this is a game that will be decided in the second half. That's good. Schaudwein entry pass in traffic to Herrick, misses. Woolley gets the rebound. Evergreens are just playing regular offense here, not going to hold for one, 35 and counting down. Got a whistle, double dribble. In a one-point game, the Evergreens could not even get a look at the basket. Kinley Caro will come in for the Evergreens. Megan Zemke comes out. On the wing, Grayson Berger. Directly to you when you order them at Elegant Occasions. Make your appointment now at elegantoccasions.net. Wausau East leads DC Everest in our girls basketball opener with a boys game to follow. It's 24-23 at halftime. Coach on a couch when we come right.
Well, Coach Coleman Schilling. Coach, before we get started, just remind our audience how many years you've been coaching basketball.
So this year will be my third here at Everest. Prior to that, I did do two years of student coaching at UW La Crosse for the women's basketball team down there. And then I headed back home and actually ended up assisting the girls team at UWMC, now UWSP at Wausau. And then I had 1 year as a head coach before they folded the program. So then I ended up here with Everest. So it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, third year. What people don't know is before we went on, I said this was Coach's second year. So I'm glad I asked that question. I was wrong. So last year it was there were some challenges last year. I don't think anybody would debate that. A pair of wins on the season, probably not what you and the girls had envisioned or anything like that. Yet along the way, no matter the outcome of any season, there's a lot of good times to be had. Maybe reflect on one or two of those good times, or at least some of the learning that took place last year.
Yeah, I mean, last year was a struggle for all of us. I don't necessarily count losses as losses as long as we're learning something from it. I think we learned a lot about who we are and what we have to do. So there was a lot of reflection after the season and just kind of, asking those questions about, what do we have to do to change? Are we doing the right things? What do we have to do to get this program back to where it used to be? And so, we took a lot of that time in the summer and off season to do that. And this year has been a big difference so far as our approach and everything that goes with it. So it's been off to a good start within that. And the girls have been really receptive about that because it was a big change. We did a lot of different things. Highlights from last year, obviously, we had the 2 wins, but, during any season, to me, it's not about wins and losses. It's about team camaraderie and getting together and doing things like that, So, there were a lot of instances where we went out and did some activity stuff. I can recall, we'd headed down to Menominee for a tournament. We stayed overnight in Eau Claire, actually. And we spent some time at this place called Action City. So, I bought them all passes for 3 hours. They got to play all those different kinds of arcade games. They had laser tag, they had laser beam, and then they really enjoyed the indoor go-kart. And when we did that, I saw how, fiery we can get and how, competitive we can really get. And once I saw that, I'm thinking to myself, okay, so we do have some competitive girls by nature. Now, how do I get them to do that on the court? And so, that was a challenge. And so far, like I said, with the change coming into the season, we've got that out of them so far. And that's why practices have gone so much better than in the past. But I would say those are some of my highlights. There's plenty more, but spending the time with them, get to know them.
What did those 3 seniors do?
UW River Falls, playing basketball over there, and kind of lead and then show by example and lead with a voice and all that kind of stuff. And, it was a very difficult and challenging year for everyone. I would say trying is a long season. It's the longest one in the books. So to have to go through that for that long, it gets very challenging. And I'm so appreciative of the fact that they didn't back down from the challenge. They didn't quit. There wasn't a whole lot of excuses being thrown. They just grinded. And again, you try to mold someone into not only a better player, but a better person. And I think when you face adversity like that time and time again, and you don't back down, that speaks high volume to who you are as a person. And so those three, as painful as it was to see them have to go through that, I couldn't be more proud of being their coach and try to keep in touch with them as they're out. But it's a tremendous honor to be a senior and to have that to try to leave, like I said, leave the place better than you found it. And it was difficult, but I'm very proud of what they did and who they are because of it.
Coach, you said a basketball season in Wisconsin is long. Depending on playoffs, you might play 5 calendar months. There is little, and it can make for what seems like a long season. So with that being said, we're in the very early stages here of this 2023-24 season. Tell us, let's just kind of first start with your outlook on the team and the type of team you're going to put on the floor this season.
Yeah, so we're pretty young this year. We actually came into the season with 2 seniors, 2 more joined, so we doubled our senior counts. We're up to 4, but we got a lot of juniors, a mix of sophomores, and a couple freshmen, and so it's going to be again another year where you're just facing that adversity and trying to get through things, and try to learn it quicker. I mean, you're putting these young kids in a very vulnerable state. I mean, they're just coming off of maybe a JV season, maybe even an 8th grade season for those freshmen, and to put them in that varsity role, I mean, it's a big jump. And so what we're trying to do here is try to make practices harder than what games are going to be like, so that when games do come around, we've been through that, and it gets a little bit more exciting, and we've been prepared for things. And so, obviously youth, but hopefully, and I've seen it, we're 3 weeks in already, hard to believe, but I've seen tremendous growth from them again. And it's because solely on the players. They've really adapted to what we're trying to get out of them. And they've really pushed themselves, and they've accepted the challenge. And, practices have gone much better than in the past. They're more fun. It's more competitive. We're trying to create that competitive nature where we have winners and losers. All right. So, for me, myself, like, I'm competitive by nature. I won't even let, a 5-year-old beat me in Monopoly or something. I just have that in me. So I'm trying to get that put into them, so that things just, get grinded down.
23. Everest has only 4 players in the scoring column, 8 for Kirsten Hall, 6 for Kelsey Woolley, 6 for Brianna Cook, and 3 for McKenna Bullis. Cook has 3 fouls at the start of the second half. Evergreens turned it over, 4 for the Lady Lumberjacks. Ollie Lisk leads all scores with 8. 5 for Claire Cushman, 4 for Sydney Crawford, 3 for Geneva Mickling, 2 each for Olivia Schoenman and for Tally Shandwind. East is just 2 of 6 at the foul line. They made only 2 threes, and they have 6 turnovers. And Wausau East will get the ball to start the second half. East has 2 starters, Liz Graveman and Cushman, with 3 fouls apiece. And they are both on the floor to start the second half. All right, here we go. Second half of girls basketball. Cushman brings it up. Woolley guards her. Pass down low, too strong for Olivia Schoenman. East done much better on the boards than the Evergreens. We get another look with an offensive rebound. This is a long 2, and it's off the back of the iron for Cushman. Pinballs around loose, miss at the rim for Crawford. Another chance, up and in. 3 looks at the basket that time, and Crawford got it to go. East comes out with full court pressure, and the Evergreens almost turn it over. Everest into the front court. This is Hall, leaves it on the wing, back out. Bullis, 3-ball, short. Off the head, using the old noggin. Ali Lisk Gravemaid. Evergreens get the ball back. Bang. That'll be right around where I had the steel plate installed years ago. From the wing, Hall, 3, too strong. Offensive rebound, no, unable to squeeze it is Zemke. It's loose on the floor. This will be a jump ball to the Evergreens.
Possession arrow points to the Evergreens. They'll take it out to baseline.
Three ball here. Woolley is open. Got it! Ties the game. Kelsey Woolley now has 3 threes and 6 on the evening for the Everest team. Evergreens come away. Chance for an Everest lead here. Let's see what happens. Outside shot. A wedgie. Nice vertical, sir. It's a 1-point game at halftime. The Evergreens have opened with a Woolley 3. Sidney Crawford has a 2 for East, and that brings us to a tie right now. Wrigley Field and Dome sponsors girls basketball. Great food, cold drinks for any occasion. It's Wausau's favorite postgame spot. Rounded out, another offensive rebound. Putback opportunity is good for the Lumberjacks. Crawford now has 8. Got a whistle here, travel. Turned over. Wrigley Field is Wausau's favorite post-game stop, lunch, dinner, or getaway with friends. Always a great atmosphere at Wrigley Field, Schofield Avenue. Olivia Schoenman comes out. Tally Schaldwein comes in for Wausau East. Boy, you know, if either one of these teams could go on a run, an 8-0 run, 9-0 run would feel. Kelsey Woolley picks up her second personal foul. 2 free throws are coming up. Berger has 2 misses at the foul line in the first half. And now she's got to make. And that's a miss. Rebound to Hall, who was fouled on the rebound. Loose ball foul on the Lumberjacks. Again, they've got 2 players with 3. Who is this on? Well, it's on Sidney Crawford, her second. Full court press is on again. Hall breaks it on the dribble. 3-on-2 if the Evergreens hurry, and it's off the hands of Megan Zemke and turned over. So, I mean, Everest, that's kind of frustrating. Everest breaks the press, has a 3-on-2. You're hoping to come away with points there, and instead, errant pass, and you turn it over. Kicked out to the wing. This is a long 2 from the baseline, round and out. Hall gets the rebound on the Berger miss. Hall has her dribble, splits defenders, hangs, no finish. Hall gets her own rebound. Wow, she's tripped. Late whistle. This is on Wausau East. Grayson Berger is going to be called for her second personal foul and the team's second. Evergreens limbound from underneath. Kelsey Woolley is out. Piper Scholes is in. And Scholes gets a first touch off the bench. Now over to Hall again. Hall lost the handle. A third turnover. Evergreens get it right back. All right, that's good. Back out to Piper Scholes, who has to track that down near the end line. Knocked into the backcourt. She can get it there. It was deflected in. Schulz with her dribble. Now to the corner. 3 ball is coming. Got a whistle. Got a travel before the shot from Aubrey Klatt. Couple of non-starters are on the floor right now. Schulz and Klatt are out there. Three ball, up and in. Looked good right off her fingers. Sydney Crawford, first player to double digits now with 11. It's a big make. Stretches this out to a 6-point game. Evergreens underneath, in tight quarters, and Zemke turns it over. Zemke was looking for a bailout foul there, but when you don't have the ball, you're not going to get that whistle. Another 3. Evergreens may need a timeout. That's a hit from Ollie Liss-Gravemaid, who has her 3rd from behind the arc. She now has 11. And that ball's turned over on the inbounds pass. Biggest lead of the night now for East, up to 9 points. Can make it double digits with points here. Falling backwards too strong, and the Evergreens get the rebound. Hall clears the boards. Was looking ahead for Zemke, and instead it gets tipped out of bounds. The Evergreens are indeed going to take a timeout. This is a good spot for it. You don't want the game to get away from you early in the second half. East has opened up a 9-point lead. They lead 35-26. Back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, my name is Preston. I have the Abby Bank Bright Future checking account for kids and teens. I really like the mobile wallet feature. I just tap my phone to pay for snacks or anything at a store. I get my own debit card that my mom can transfer money into. She can also turn my card on or off if I misplace it. Plus, Abby Bank gave me a bonus after I made my first deposit. Mom, if you're listening, send more money, please.
Visit us online at abbybank.com to learn more. Abby Bank is a member FDIC.
Welcome to J&D Tube Benders. Here at J&D, we strive to meet our customers' requirements and expectations. We pursue this goal through the effort of our dedicated employees by continually improving in the areas of customer service, quality, and productivity. We pride ourselves on not only being a pillar of the manufacturing industry, but a family to our employees. J&D Tube Benders, the fastest name in tube line fabrication.
I think this is an important time in the game for DC Everest. Don't want to let this one slip away. East is on an 8-0 run right now. Evergreens get the ball out of the timeout. Keeping Piper Schulz on the floor. Zemke, Bullis, Hall. And Aubrey Klatt. Turned over again in the backcourt. Basket and a foul. Berger scores, and East again is breaking this thing open. Turnover, basket, and a foul. Nothing good at all on that sequence for the Evergreens. Piper Schulz is called. The Evergreens are going to put 2 of their starters back in, Kelsey Woolley and Brianna Cook. Berger's free throw too strong. Hall gets the rebound. Again, a run for Wausau East. Did we not say earlier in the half if one of these teams could go on a small run, it could be decisive? Let's see if that's the case here. Bullis along the baseline, dribbles right under the basket and goes back out. In traffic, spinning towards the rim and scoring is Kristen Hall. Breaks a 10-0 East run. Driving in, tough look, and coming away with points is Claire Cushman. And a foul on the inbounds pass. That's the fourth foul for Ali Lisk-Gravemaid. She'll come out. Grayson Berger comes in. Another turnover for the Evergreens. That's their 7th turnover this half. And they're going to say the ball's tied up. Goes over to East. Along the baseline, that's turned over to the Evergreens. Sydney Crawford loses the handle. It is only East's first turnover since halftime. 7th of the game. Evergreens have turned the ball over 21 times. That's too many. I believe the turnovers were in the 30s in the Evergreens' earlier loss to Mosinee. Oh, look away. Just mentioning it, and another one shows up. Basketball tonight is brought to you by JD Tube Benders, a staple in the Wausau Industrial Park for years. A full-service tube bending operation. This large employer could be the next step in your career. Apply today at jdtube.com. Claire Cushman scores. She now has 9. And the lead balloons to 13. Hall need an answer. Hall to the rim. She is fouled, and free throws are coming up. To the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never happened. Grayson Berger is called for her 3rd foul, team's 4th. They're going to say Hall was not shooting? Okay. On the inbounds pass, a lot of contact there. Bullis doesn't get a call. East keeps possession, spinning and scoring. Geneva Mickling, who now has 5. East led by 1 at halftime. They lead by 15 now. Long 3, round and out. A miss from McKenna Bullis. Second chance, rare second chance points for the Evergreens. Hall gets it to go. Hall's got 12 now. To the wing, 3, good. So a 2 down there for Everest, and then a 3 over here for Sydney Crawford, who's hit back-to-back from behind the arc. Crawford's got 14. Foul is on Tally Schindwein. Wausau East now has 5 team fouls. Here's McKenna Bullis in the backcourt. Dribbles off her foot, and the Evergreens want a timeout to save them what may have been a turnover coming up. We're brought to you by Camping World of Rothschild off I-39 with a huge inventory of new and used RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and campers. Treat yourself to memories that'll last a lifetime. Visit Camping World of Rothschild. East has built this lead in the second half. We're back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Welcome back. We're at the East Fieldhouse. This is game one of a boys and girls basketball doubleheader. When the Wausau area schools play each other, it's always fun because not only is it a big crowd, it's a fun environment, but the kids know each other and the kids play against each other. Summer leagues, rec leagues, pickup games. Evergreens have the ball after this timeout. Everest has 2 timeouts left for the final 11 minutes of today's game. East sets up full court pressure, and the Evergreens are having trouble getting it in. And promptly turn it over out of the timeout and get it right back. Hall tried to dribble back and lost the handle. That's a clean block. Missing at the rim is Cushman. East. Cushman flings it towards the rim and gets herself to the foul line. Foul is on Kirsten Hall. It's her second, only the team's second of the half. Claire Cushman shooting 2. First is good. Claire's got 10. Third Lady Lumberjack into double figures. A miss there, but an offensive rebound along the baseline and a foul on a push near the baseline. Say no, just fell out of bounds? No foul, fell out of bounds over to the Evergreens. Olivia Schoenman comes back in. Geneva Mickling is out. Evergreens 2-on-2, and they don't press the issue. Megan Zemke instead dribbles into the corner. Back to Bullis. Zemke gets it again down low. And out here to Brianna Cook. Cook's on the floor with 3 fouls. Here's Hall, tries to get around a player, cut off underneath, and they're going to say that Hall was pushed. Or they're going to say she stepped out of bounds? Stepped out of bounds. "17-point lead for the Lady Lumberjacks and the ball. 10 minutes to go in this one. Entry pass and then flung too strong for Ollie Lisk Gravemaid. Tied up. Arrow points to the Evergreens. Everest has not played as well in the second half as they have in the first. Only 7 points since halftime. This was a 1-point game. Only 7 points and 12 turnovers in the second half. This will stay with the Evergreens. Claire Cushman got a hand on it but couldn't secure the ball. Kelsey Woolley will inbound. And they're going to say that that ball was put into the backcourt before it came over to Kelsey Woolley. Not sure about that, but a lot of people don't understand the backcourt violation. You think of the backcourt as a plane that goes up from the half-court line, and if you break the plane and put it back in, it's turned over. Tally Schildwine gives it over to Claire Cushman. Cushman drives in. She's fouled. Free throws are coming up. Kelsey Woolley has just picked up her third foul. Woolley and Cook, 3 fouls apiece. Claire Cushman gets 2 free throws. No good. Olivia Schoenman comes out for Wausau East, and Geneva Mickling comes back in. That's a miss. Ball's loose for a moment. Bullis gets the rebound for the Evergreens. A lot of time left, but the Evergreens got to start cutting into this 17-point deficit. Cross court, open for a three, missed everything. Ailsa Shimoleski. Was I saying Shimoleski's name wrong in the first half? If I was, my apologies. Wausau East is going to take a timeout. They've got the ball and a 17-point lead with 9 minutes left to play when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the number one goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
We welcome you back to the East Gym, brought to you by Toyland at Fleet Farm. With their price match guarantee, you'll find a lower price on a toy, they'll beat it by 5%. Get the best price on a huge selection of toys at Fleet Farm. Merrill Steel is your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest at merrillsteel.com. Just rolls off the rim, was going to be a three-point opportunity. Instead, 2 free throws are coming up. I believe Geneva Mickling is going to the free throw line. She is. First free throw misses everything. Boy, the first one was a bad miss. Second one, no problem. Hall in traffic, turns it over. East back the other way. This is going to be a travel. Turnovers really have told the tale of the second half. The Evergreens have 14 turnovers since halftime to East's 5. The Evergreens with 28 on the game. It's a foul on the inbounds pass. This is going to be East's last foul to give. I believe that foul's on Sydney Crawford. It's her third. Bullis breaks the press with the dribble. Good job, McKenna. Kept her dribble alive into the front court, then killed it. Woolley. Short. Pinballs around. East wins another loose ball. Flung forward to Liz Gravemaid. Claire Cushman's got it. Cushman splits defenders and will get back to the free throw line again. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. Clara Payette is called for her second. Cushman gets a friendly roll, gets that to go down. That's a miss. Evergreens. Bullis gets it in the corner. Hall is bumped. Grayson Berger has just picked up her 4th foul. Berger's going to come out of the game. Beg your pardon, that's on Cushman. Cushman, who just missed the free throw, goes to the bench with 4 fouls. Woolley, 3-on-2. Can the Evergreens do anything with it? No, pass to the corner, kind of took everything off track. Pyatt in traffic, front of the rim, back of the rim, and out, and over to the Lumberjacks. Olivia Schindman comes in. Grayson Berger is out for the Lumberjacks. Foul line extended. It's good. Crawford. The scoreboard has her for 19. I've got her for 15, but Crawford's having a good game, regardless of what the stat line is. It's a 21-point lead. 3 ball for Bullis off the back bracket, no good. Woolley caps the rebound back out to Hall. Hall splits defenders in and misses. Hall gets her own rebound. What's this whistle for here? One of the East players came out of her shoe, but when the other team has possession, there shouldn't be a stoppage there. I'm not sure what this whistle's about. They're keeping the ball with the Evergreens. A foul was not called there. Woolley will inbound. In traffic to Pyatt, cut off along the baseline. Pyatt makes an extra pass in traffic, turned over again. Three, round and out. Offensive rebound, spinning back towards the rim is Schoenman, misses, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Lumberjacks. Foundation Finance says now's your chance to work with a company that really understands growth. Foundation Finance Company has grown every year since they started in 2012. Make the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits from day one at Foundation Finance. In traffic underneath, that's got to be an up and down. No, called a block and a jump ball. It'll stay with East. Evergreens are going to put Brianna Cook and Megan Zemke back into the game. Aelsa Shimoleski comes out, and so does Clara Pyatt. Seven minutes to go, and East is up big. Runner missing everything. Hall comes away with the rebound for the Evergreens. Everest does not have numbers here. Hall double teamed and goes back out to Bullis. Bullis, bad pass, taken away by Schaldwine, who misses at the rim. 3 ball from the corner. Short for Lisk Gravemaid. Comes out again. East is going to get a third look at the rim on this trip down the floor. East has been the better rebounding team tonight. Straight on 3. Good. Ollie Lisk Gravemaid hits her 4th 3 of the night. Resets to Woolley. Only a 1-point game at halftime. East has owned the second half. 3 ball high arcing from Bullis, too long. To the corner, open for another 3. That one is short from Lisk Gravemaid. Brianna Cook gets the rebound. Kelsey Woolley's got the ball in her hands. Looking to drive in. Bullis cut off on the baseline. Keeps her dribble. Gives it over to Cook. And now to Hall. Entry pass Woolley. Extra pass down low. And no finish for Megan Zemke. Well executed. No bucket. That's been the second half in a nutshell. Yeah, Wausau East is going to go to 500 with tonight's win. Extra pass to the rim. Basket is good. That's put Nyasa Herrick into the scorer's column. Herrick did a spin in the first half and is now on the floor here in the second. Got a foul down at the other end. This puts East over the limit. Grayson Berger has just picked up her fourth. 1-1 coming up for Kirsten Hall. Hall goes to the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. A miss, and East gets the rebound. Spinning at the rim and missing, Evelyn Thome. So East is comfortable using their bench here. Ball's out of bounds to the Evergreens. Yeah, Thome and Herrick are the two non-starters we're in right now for East. Elite Auto Care is where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau turn for local family-owned auto service you can trust. Major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Look to Elite Auto Care, Schofield Avenue in Schofield. Early in the second half, East went on a quick 10-0 run. They have not had their foot off the pedal since. Foul on Everest. With 4:18 left in the ball game, both teams are now over the foul limit. So we're in the bonus both ways for the rest of the game. Brianna Cook has picked up her fourth foul. Again, with a 26-point lead, some stats become irrelevant at this point. Front end of the 1-1 is good for Geneva Mickling, who is 3 of 4 at the foul line tonight. Got them both. The Evergreens since halftime have only 7 points. After putting up 23 in the first, points are just much harder to come by. That's a 3, a miss from Brianna Cook. Pinballs around to Tally Schildwind. Has Cook on her. It was 1-on-1 for a while. Number 1 and jersey number 1. Back out for Grayson Berger. Entry pass down low. Flinging that is Evelyn Thome. It's a miss. Hall comes away with it for the Evergreens. Hall tried to go behind her back and lost it. It's a high dribble and a turnover. Grayson Berger carried that ball. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com and find an agent near you. That's mutualofwausau.com. The white flag has just gone up. The Evergreens are putting in 5 new players with 3:34 left in the game. Another turnover. 24 turnovers in the second half. And Claire Cushman scores. So here we are, just over 3 minutes left in the game, and the Lady Lumberjacks have the Evergreens doubled up. Our second game figures to be more interesting. 3-ball from the wing from Aubrey Klatt, no good. Nyasa Herrick gets the rebound and she's fouled. Free throws are coming up. Bumped by Clara Pyatt, her third foul. And Wausau East puts in some of their reserves. Catherine Lee has just come into the game. Jersey Moen now comes in. And that's Isabella Vu who's in too. This is a 1-1 for Nyasa Herrick. Yeah, the second game should be more interesting. Another turnover again. Herrick coming back the other way. That's blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with East. The Wausau East boys team is off to a 5-0 start for the first time in forever, but they've played a lot of smaller schools, lower level of competition than what they'll face tonight against the Evergreens. Everest boys are only 1-3. Had a lot of time in the gym. They haven't played since last Friday night, so a lot of practice time. Long two is good for Catherine Lee. Lee gets into the scorer's column. Ella Harmon now on the floor for the Evergreens, turned over. Evergreens track it down in the backcourt. Harmon's got it. Splits defenders, lost it. Nope, going to stay with the Evergreens. Off one of the East defenders they will rule. Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston. They've been providing dependable vehicle repairs, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. So the Evergreens are now going to have 3 ugly losses in a row. To Mosinee, Wisconsin Rapids, and now to Wausau East. Under 2 minutes to play in the game. Our boys basketball game will start around 8 o'clock. That'll be a separate Zaleski Sports channel. You'll find it. Kinley Caro, I believe, has bumped Catherine Lee. 1-1 coming up here for Catherine Lee. Misses everything, goes over to the Evergreens. Side out. This is Pyatt, cross court, open for a 3, Klatt, too strong. Evergreens get a rebound. Caro back out. No good for Klatt. And East gets the ball back. 1:15 left in the game. Along the baseline, a bump. No call on the foul. Out of bounds, it'll stay with East. Isabelle Vu launches a 3, line drive, no good. Offensive rebound, put back. Moen misses, loose in the corner to the Evergreens. A minute left. For postgame today, we'll give you our leading scorers. We'll total up our stat sheet, give you a quick recap as we'll get ready for boys basketball once this one goes final. Open for a baseline 3, high, arcing, no good. Klatt has missed her last 3. Nyasa Herrick came away with the rebound. 3 here. Nothing doing for Catherine Lee, and out of play. Only 7 points in the second half for the Evergreens. It's a 24-23 game at halftime. Evergreens outscored 38-7 in the second half. "37 turnovers for the Evergreens as we come down to the final moments of the game. I don't think East is going to take another shot. Well, wrong about that. Loose underneath, got a whistle and a foul. Free throws coming up with 10 ticks remaining on the game timer. Evelyn Thome to the free throw line. Fouled by Piper Scholes. 2 free throws here. Off the backboard and in. Evelyn gets herself into the scorer's column. And the next one goes off the backboard too. That's a 40-point half for Wausau East. Got a whistle and a bump along the baseline. So we'll go back to the free throw line before this one goes final. Catherine Lee commits the foul. Front end of the 1-and-1 is no good for Aubrey Klatt. And that's going to do it. The Evergreens can muster only 7 points in the second half. Congratulations to the Wausau East Lumberjacks. They've won the girls' basketball game tonight. The final is 64-30. East gets themselves up to 500 for the season, 4-4, and back to 500 in conference play. The Evergreens fall to 1-5. We'll wrap up with our leading scorers and our game stats, part of the Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. Back in a moment to wrap up girls basketball coverage on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Welcome back. We're between games of a boys and girls basketball doubleheader here at the East Gym. The girls' game has gone final. Wausau East with 40 points in the second half. They outscored the Evergreens 10-0 early in the half and established a lead that they never gave back. East owned the second half 40-7. Let's give you our leading scorers. I'm Chris Conley with our postgame show brought to you by Merrill Steel. 16 for Sidney Crawford and 14 for Ollie Lisk-Gravemaid. I've got to tell you, the scoreboard here in the East Gymnasium had those players with different totals. They had Crawford at 22. I've got her for 16. I made a mistake once on my scorecard, but it happened a long time ago, back in the 1980s. Huey Lewis and the News cranking out hits back then. 13 points for Claire Cushman. 8 for Geneva Mickling off the bench. 3 for Grayson Berger and 2 points each for Tally Scheindlein, Olivia Songeman, Evelyn Thome, Narissa Herrick, and 2 for Catherine Lee. The Evergreens in defeat, Kristen Hall, 12 points, only player in double figures. Kelsey Woolley had 9. 6 points for Brianna Cook, and 3 for McKenna Bullis. All of the Everest scoring coming from just 4 players. The Evergreens 38 turnovers to 13 for Wausau East. Again, congratulations to the Lumberjacks, who look improved from what we've seen in past years. Nice to see them take a step forward after a lot of dry seasons. Wausau East 4-4 now and 1-1 in Valley play. The Evergreens fall to 1-4. That's going to wrap up our girls basketball game coverage. Boys basketball starts about 15 minutes from now. Repeating our final score in the girls game, it's Wausau East 64, DC Everest 30. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us on Zaleski Sports. Talk to you again for boys basketball shortly, right here on Zaleski Sports.